Last year, we went into that second game against Dallas depleted and desperate. But the tables have turned a little bit, but we cannot take this Dallas Cowboys team lightly. It's time to dominate, Bird Gang. Let's go. We going at week 8 against the Cowboys in first place. And honestly, we have not won one game convincingly, but that can change this week. But before we get into that, if you are new and you like this type of content, please be sure to subscribe. We're trying to hit 700 by next month, so all help, very much appreciate it. Now look, we all know Dallas is beat up in a number of ways, all right? But we cannot let that slow down our momentum. We have to go out there and dominate, all right? Now, we've struggled on offense to sustain drives, to keep going on third downs. Well, in comes the Dallas defense, comes to save the day. They are ranked 27th and on third down, on their opponent's third downs conversion percentage. So we have to take advantage of that, all right? This defense should be the easiest defense we play all year, to be honest. You add in that they're just giving up on the year, it should be even easier. So we have to go out there, we have to make plays, and we have to take advantage of this weak defensive line right now, because honestly, they just gave up Dontari Poe. They just gave up their other defensive end. I'm blanking on the name right now, but you know, they're not getting any better. And they only have 13 sacks for the year. Our offensive line, while it is kind of beat up, this should be a better game for them, an easier game for them. You know, I want to see them dominate. They've given up 50% or more. I believe it's around 52% every game on third down conversion. So we need to convert on third down. We need to control the game, hold that ball as long as we can. As far as turnovers go, that's another thing that the Eagles have kind of struggled. You know, Carson Wentz, while you can blame a lot of different people, you can put the, you can point the finger, so to speak, at a lot of different people. At the end of the day, this is probably Carson's worst year as far as turnovers go. But again, Dallas Cowboys defense is to the rescue. They only have 7 turnovers to go with those 13 sacks, and I believe only 2 interceptions. So we have to take some chances. This defense is not a playmaking defense, but at the same time, Carson has to protect that ball. We cannot lose that turnover battle. This is the game that you do not lose the turnover battle, especially because they are not winning the turnover battle in any of their other games. We can't let them get going against us. Now, as far as the defense, Mr. Schwartz, if you cannot stop a man named Ben DiNucci, who? I do not know what to tell you, all right? The Cowboys, obviously, they have a stacked wide receiving core. You know, it is what it is. But right now, who I'm looking at is going to be Zeke. Zeke has not been the same guy in the running game. He has only averaged, I think, about 4.1 yards, which is down for him. Obviously, that offensive line has a lot to do with it. But, you know, they do have a stacked wide receiving core, but they're not getting involved simply because that offensive line cannot hold the defense long enough for that quarterback to get it going. And now that they don't have somebody that can run around like Dak and create plays, we see what happens. But I say that I'm a little bit worried about Zeke because Zeke is the type of player that can turn it on at any time. He is right now their 3rd receiver as far as catches go, as far as receptions go. I believe he's around 33. I don't want to see him turn it on against the Eagles. The Eagles have had a rough time, saying it lightly, against Zeke. He's hurdled a couple of our defensive players over the years. I am not trying to see that again this year. Look, Nathan Gary is inactive for this game. So that is something that, unfortunately, you never want to see somebody hurt or whatever it may be, but that might be a blessing. Is it finally going to be the Davion Taylor show that everybody's been waiting for? I sure hope so. Either way, whoever is going to be playing in that middle linebacker spot with Nate Gary out has to make some plays, has to show that we have another option, because maybe that's what Jim Schwartz feels, that we just have no other option and has to plug in Nathan Gary. He's our best option. I find that hard to believe, but hopefully, whether it's Davion Taylor, I like Alex Singletary a lot, or Singleton a lot, excuse me. And there's some other players. Sean Bradley's made a couple plays. These kids are young, you know what I'm saying? You got to give them a chance, though. I really like Alex Singleton. He pops when he gets out there. Like, he hits people very hard, and I love to see it. He doesn't have many, missed tackles, which is awesome as well. I think he's going to be the key to this game, to be honest. I think he's going to shine this game. This is a game that we should win. All right, but I don't want just a win. I want a convincing, dominant blowout. I go back to last year, man. We were in that same position. The cards were against us. They should have beat us last year, just like we should beat them this year. Any given Sunday, guys. I want to hear what you guys think. What do you guys think are the keys to this game? Who are you looking at? Are you excited that Nathan Gary is not going to be playing this week? I know a lot of people probably are. But yeah, you know what it is, though. It's fly, Eagles, fly, and we out here, man. Peace.